Hello, my name is Tu Zhang, and I will be presenting my presentation on dyslexia and how it affects a person. So, dyslexia, what is it? How a person is diagnosed with it, how does it affect learning, and how to help a child with it. The Merriam-Webster describes it as a variable, often familial learning disability involving difficulties in acquiring and processing language that is typically manifested by a lack of proficiency in reading, spelling, and writing. A person with dyslexia will struggle to read, spell words, and write correctly. They will struggle to match their letters with their sounds. And with that being said, it'll lead to even greater difficulties matching a series of letters with the sounds. Why is it diagnosed? Diagnosing the child can assist with ruling out other common reading disabilities. It identifies which skills a child is struggling in, and it is important in developing an action plan to assist with the person, which will typically involve the parents and the teachers. And also, documentation of the learning disability will assist in eligibility and qualifying for special services, whether it be at school, be something with the city or the government. How is it diagnosed? It is diagnosed through observation and testings, usually with a speech or language pathologist, with teachers, and even screening tests, such as the predictive assessment of reading test. It is also diagnosed by interviewing parents, such as asking if there has been any family history of members who have had difficulties with language and speech acquisition. How is it diagnosed? In the early childhood, you will see a child have difficulties with learning the alphabet, registering letters with the correct sounds, combining multiple sounds, memorization of words, and independent reading. With the later years, you will often see people who are word-by-word readers. An example would be if a person was reading a book and they read it once upon a time there was a princess, where there will be these pauses in between the words. They would also have poor writing and poor spelling. They will mispronounce common words that we use every day. They will struggle with complex grammar, and they often tend to have a low volume of vocabulary. How does it affect a person? People with dyslexia often have slower reactions. They have difficulties with balance, and they struggle with fine motor skills, such as handwriting. A person with dyslexia usually tends to have a sloppier handwriting. They also have difficulty with multitasking. How to help? The best way to help is to get an early diagnosis, recognize the symptoms, and do not be afraid to seek help. I can understand that a lot of parents would be afraid of labeling their child as dyslexic, or feeling that their child is falling behind in compared to other children. But getting an early diagnosis means that an early intervention can take place, which will involve the parents, family members such as siblings, teachers, and specialists can then come in and help the child. But there is caution to be taken, because not all poor readers, spellers, or writers are dyslexic. A diagnosis of dyslexia should be tentative and subject to change. And a child that responds quickly to intervention may have had their issues begin with other sources and technically not dyslexia. List of my references. Thank you.